go flat.
I'm happy, so I want to be gay.
I am a huge fan.
We set the agenda.
We set the agenda. The gay agenda. That is the gay agenda. Welcome to another occasional episode of the Gay Agenda. Very happy to have all of you here. Thank you for coming.
I love a live audience.
Live audience, it's nothing like it. So,
You know, whether there's film or not, I appreciate it.
yes, I know
Whatever
you
it
do. You
takes.
like an audience in general. That's right. So on today's show, we're going to talk about social media. We're going to talk a little bit about our New Year's resolutions because it's that time of year, right? But one of the first things we're going to start talking about is travel. And that's something that all of us do, right?
The gays are known for it.
Well, there's a lot of statistics out about travel and about consumerism, if you will, around LGBT folks, right? It seems to be, according to one travel website, that gays, lesbians, bisexual, transgender folks have a lot more disposable income than other folks.
Thank God.
Now that is what is said. The question is, do we think that's really true?
That is just a myth that has been created, right? I was looking at a report from Queers for Economic Justice where they were actually talking about how queer folks, right, especially people of color, women, youth, folks with disabilities, make less than, you know, heterosexual couples, right? This obviously this data is from the census, which doesn't capture all folks, but I think it's, you know, this huge myth. It is important, however, that we do prioritize travel, right, and some type of self-care in our community. You know, even though, you know, there's so much funds available.
Well, and a lot of gays have kids now, and so that hogged up the money.
Oh my
It
God,
used to be
yes,
that
it
we could
really
just be
has.
free and easy.
Yes.
And now it's not
That's
so
exactly
much.
right. That's right. Well, so we don't think that really LGBT folks travel more, have more resources?
There's this idea that travel needs to be this luxurious, opulent, you know, big.
Have you
which
traveled with Mary
I don't
Morten?
think there's anything wrong with that myself.
I think Mary started that myth. So-
No, Mary really makes travel great because honestly, until I knew you, because Mary has a car pick you up, and I don't think it
I
costs
have
that
never
much more
experienced
than a
this,
cab.
so we are not.
I'm hoping.
There's always champagne in the back, and
I mean, I get away so rarely that
You feel very
I really
special.
try to make a big deal about it. You know, we all have our preferences for travel.
We do.
What's your
Yeah.
preference, Shannon?
I'm more of a no planning, show up and
No
figure-
planning?
No,
Oh.
very little planning.
It's like your
But-
That would be really hard. I think I'm gonna have to have a little drink.
Tell me
No,
this,
so
though,
my
'cause-
my partner's
yeah.
a planner, but not to the like ad nauseum spreadsheets and whatever that would cause me to be turned off by that. She's like, okay, I don't get away as much, and so when I do, I want to make sure that like I'm not going to catch bed bugs, and so I really
That's
value
good.
that now
That's
because I'm
good.
like, I
that's
know
good.
when I travel with Dawn, like I will not catch bed bugs like I did
That's reassuring.
on my own.
That's
There's a good
reassuring.
bed rug registry online.
Good.
Well, Terry and I are the same because I don't plan anything.
Yeah, I know.
And Terry really likes figuring out all the little places we're gonna go, but we actually have more. Not that I want to fit a privileged stereotype, but we have a little bit more.
Do you?
We have more money than time, and so
I can take a little bit of that.
because Terry's a doctor. Marrying a doctor. But so we can only get away at the most is a week at a time. And so when we go somewhere, we really try to plan a couple things that are sort of big. So we do these tours called context tours, which are built around professors that have an expertise. We try to do 1 or 2 of those. And then the other 2 or 3 days is really just drinking.
Hey.
Well, that sounds like a perfect plan to me.
Right.
Now, I do like to do planning. I've been on a couple of Olivia trips. Yes,
Yeah,
we've been on a
see.
cruise and we
So
went
what
to a
happens?
resort.
Yeah, what happens?
Every night, there's a party of some sort. There's a huge dance every night. There's always great entertainment. We actually went to a resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. It was fabulous. It was really gorgeous. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And really some of the best vacations we've ever taken, I have to say. I mean, they are a little pricey. You pay for that exclusivity, but I love it.
Do you feel like safer,
Oh,
happier,
absolutely,
more
because they've
free?
checked everything out. It's, 1,100 lesbians at a
lot of
resort.
lesbians.
It's a lot of lesbians, yeah. But I just want to encourage everyone who's watching and everyone in our live audience, because there's a lot of folks here in our live audience, to send us your travel photos. Send us your travel photos. We'd love to post them on Facebook and on our website, and we'd love to see what you're up to, right?
The less
Okay.
clothes, the better,
The
right?
gayest
Well,
ones you
yes,
have.
that's right. Whatever you like. Let's talk a little bit about social media. We've talked about this in the past, but it's something that clearly we need to talk about some more because they're a variety of ways that we can use social media. So let's talk a little bit about this. We're going to have Shannon really lead this because she is our social media expert.
Expert.
That's right. She has 14,000 followers on Twitter.
14,000.
Yes, that's right.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Oh, come on, you love it. So why are we focused and why is social media just getting bigger and bigger?
There's the utility of it where we can connect with people and
Right.
stay connected and feel like we are sharing our lives and being shared with, right? But then there's that sort of like macro benefit to it where we've really democratized influence and information. So everybody now has a voice and it can be used for exceptional change, much like in Cairo or you know throughout the world. So you can't say no to that kind of power.
All right. I am totally a believer. I need to do it more.
I have stepped up
You really have.
because I have a clout number of 67, and I think you know
And
what that means.
No, I don't actually. What does that mean? I have no idea.
Clout is a third-party app where they basically aggregate all of your social media accounts and then they
LinkedIn,
analyze
Facebook,
it.
Twitter, that one with pictures.
Instagram.
Instagram.
And then they analyze it and they give you a score from 0 to 100, and that is supposedly like your social media reach and influence. And so like the average is around 40.
No, really?
If you're above 65,
Now, how does
then
he
you're
get
in the
above
top,
65? I
Well,
don't
It's like
here's
a high
why.
D.
No, you're considered in like the top 5% of all
Wow,
users.
look at you. You are privileged.
I'm shocked by that. In case you didn't know, we are here to tell you that.
I am going to be
That's right.
networking.
Right. Well, Tony, what are you doing on social media? Or not doing, as
Or
the
not
case may
doing.
be. Yes.
You know, you know, because I am the youngest of us on here.
Wow.
Go again.
You think I would be on social media more often, but I'm like, everyone's like, get on Twitter, get on Twitter.
Yes.
I'm on Facebook. Look me up on Facebook, La Tony. I'm hilarious on Facebook, right? I don't understand Twitter. You know, young folks are on it. I see it. I just don't know where to begin. So what do I need to do?
Call me, for one, but you need to be on it, and
Why?
here's why. You do a lot of cause-based work, therefore this is a perfect platform. You need volunteers within minutes, you need donations, you need to activate people. This is your tool. It's not like Facebook where you have the closed community where it's just your people and you have to give permission. This is the whole world.
So would it work if I'm at home and I need a junior bacon cheeseburger?
Yes.
Can I put it
Yes.
out there and someone will get that for me?
Very likely.
Done. I'm
And I also think, but you are also in a specialized field in the work you do, and the thing with hashtags is you're marking topics of interest. So if there's something that you're talking about that's your level of interest, you could network with people all over the country that are doing very similar work.
Well, let's talk about the hashtags. Let's just take one more piece of this before we move on. What's the story with the hashtags and when you should be using a hashtag and when you shouldn't be?
I bet when they put it on the phone, they never thought it was going to be so big.
I know.
So hashtags are a way to categorize what you're talking about so that folks who are looking for information around that topic can find it easily. So that's when you're supposed to use it. Or sometimes if you're really fancy and witty, you can use it as sort of side commentary, which is just sort of like an extension of your tweet, and it rolls into like a tongue-in-cheek joke.
That's already become a jump the shark thing, though, hasn't
Yeah, it's very fancy.
Well,
Hashtag no filter.
I think this is really timely. It's important. We have to
I'm
you
gonna
know,
do
be
it.
apprised. And Tony, you know, you need to come on in. The water's just fine.
you know.
Get on Twitter. I'm going to put a bio on Twitter so people know who I am. We're going to take a short break. You're watching The Gay Agenda, and we're back in a moment. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to The Gay Agenda. Today, we have a very special drink segment with our own Shannon. Take it away.
Okay, today I'm making you the Picard Hot.
Why the horse?
Okay, it's inspired by everyone's favorite Starfleet captain.
No, not so much. I am totally not.
Starship Enterprise.
If
I
you
know
were,
nothing about
if you were
this.
clued in, he would be your favorite.
Oh, well, okay, all right, show me.
I'll give you the backdrop.
Tell me.
Earl Grey is his favorite beverage. Bourbon is my favorite beverage. So obviously we are going to fuse them together for a Shannon and Picard beverage. Step 1, remove the tea bags. Step 2, coat the bottom of each glass. I get fancy, honey.
Wow.
And it says so. It says fancy.
That's
So
why
you
I
just
love it.
completely coated the bottom. Well, we don't remember.
Coated the bottom. wedge lemon.
Fresh lemon.
Squeezing and
Wedge.
dropping.
Squeezing and dropping.
Squeezing and dropping.
Just like it's
And drop. Okay, now bourbon.
Oh, this is the important part.
This is my favorite new bourbon. This
Bullet?
is that Bullet.
It's
Really?
delicious.
I'm not a bourbon drinker.
You are
will be.
today.
And just so everyone knows, this recipe will be on our website, so you too can make the Picard.
This is hot. Don't forget that part. So I'm doing an
That makes
ounce.
it sound more gay too.
And we're all about the gay here, right? We're all about the gay.
Okay, that was
Okay.
an ounce of bourbon per cup.
Wow, that's a lot. Is that
And
a lot?
now,
No.
Not really. No.
Doesn't
Okay.
look like a lot.
It's for a toothache.
This
An
is
ounce is
child's
like
play.
a good, right.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so then I use the Koval organic ginger liqueur, which is a Chicago small batch
nice.
distillery.
That's nice. Supporting small businesses
I'm
here
saying.
in Chicago.
I'm doing another ounce.
An ounce?
of that.
An ounce. Okay, so in each cup,
Yeah.
you get an ounce of each of the liquors.
It's true.
So you have honey,
Yep.
you have lemon,
Correct.
and then you have
Bourbon.
bourbon
Yep.
and ginger
Liqueur.
Liqueur.
Now, what about for a lush like Mary Morten?
We would
Do you
add like
Wow.
2. I like to keep it balanced, so it's
Just wondering.
2
That's very
bourbon,
nice.
2.
That's very nice.
All right, that is amazingly hot.
Okay.
I'm going
and
to.
it is in fact hot.
hot.
It's out of this world.
Oh, where did he come from?
He's just super
What do you mean?
nice.
He's been here. He's always with me.
awesome.
This
Does
is
he
really
approve?
great for a cold
Yeah.
day.
Yes,
huh?
it's good.
Cold
for
day, and if you have a cold.
Oh,
This
is
was-
this some of
So it's
the?
medicinal.
This is what I got
Well, why
growing
didn't you say
up.
so? I
It's
mean,
good
my
at the
goodness.
office.
That's
It's
right.
good at home.
This is how the Boston Irish get well.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Here we
I'm
go.
so excited.
Here you go,
I
Joe.
hope you love it
thank
as
you.
much
All
as I do.
Okay, that was mine.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
see.
Cheers.
All right.
Let's
Cheers.
try it. Tony just couldn't.
I'm ready to go.
Okay. let's see.
Engage.
It is really
I like
good.
it.
Okay.
Shannon, cheers.
The Picard Hot.
Wow.
Fabulous.
The
The
Officially-
officially sanctioned drink of the gay
Oh, I
agenda.
love it.
And you're watching The Gay Agenda. We're back in a moment.